Backstage.
Yeah, nigga. Fake ass nigga.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Well, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bought it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm about it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All the hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the sorrow and I show her. She could never get a priest holding. Get a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. And a sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bitch muggin'. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, but he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK too solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, the clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I stuck his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think? Boy, you be done to try. Soft cold shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood. Hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you.
Backstage.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So you said that they put millions of my actions. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacles set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles will make it official. I'm capturing every crack and surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show, we could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now.
You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of mad shooters. That was designed fire for our babies to pass through. In the day of our king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
Yeah, on 44 shit, you know what I mean? Busy man, busy man. Look, when that shit drop, you step all the way on their neck, step on their neck and they head with that shit. Fine then, I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived, they don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory, they don't know how I did it. Nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. They mad, up to solid, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. No, they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rank for real. I got real soldiers, kill for me, nigga, watch yourself. They said you been in beast mode lately, you is not yourself. When you dropping that fire, precious marriage, they inquiring. They can't stop what's coming, but I see them conspire. Cross the line, them firing. This bitch here, finna break the spin on kindness. I don't trust you, circle small. You can keep your features. Me and my niggas don't keep no secrets. And it feel like Jeepers Creepers. Say they want some smoke, dog. So I brought these chimney sweeps. Coming like we coming, you can't even count. These niggas don't run it like we run it, bitch. Don't even start. Bitch, I'm with my niggas till the end, till them do us part. If you wanna leave, you can leave, bitch. Bless your heart, fine then. I ain't show no mercy, we gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel, I got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the mud, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He nice, but he don't show them skills, how I show them skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel, how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got him made, circle tight, yeah, vacuum seal. I heard they want my life, I ain't worried, I got rate for real. Take over in effect, yeah, I'm fully focused. You might not see it on me, just know it's women, that bitch fully loaded. Ooh, yeah, we up and rolling. Told them I need major motion. Think I'm joking, I'ma school them niggas like they baby Jody. Got it out the dust, now I'm too clean, don't know why they hate me. What you want out life, dog? Guns and butter, baby boy. You PK top, dog. Certified road runner. I'ma turn that Ecoline into a damn tank. I got chopper stash in the attic like they Air France. They had that shit on lock till I snapped on them like ball cutters. You cannot play both sides, gotta choose your colors. See him throwing that one up with that W, that's my blood, bro. Fine in. I ain't show no mercy, I'm gon' show them boy what time it is. I pop out like I'm Samuel. I got got time to kill. Haters thought I died, I survived. They don't know how I did it. Got it out the dust, straight to glory. They don't know how I feel. He's nice, but he don't show the skills how I show the skills. He ride, but he don't work the wheel how I work the wheel. Ooh, I got a made, circle tight, yeah, back and still. Said they want my life, I ain't worried, I got Ray for real.
Yo, this be actually really hard.
UBK shit, South Coast shit, man. Shout out Bar Dog, Tennessee, up the building. Hey, get the money, hey. What the fuck going on out there, motherfucker? Hey.
I get the money, nigga. Chase the paper, bitch. Keep all of your morals, never slave for shit. Ice up on my wrist. Yeah, I'm hood rich. I don't give a fuck about to get pop quick. Yeah, I'm on that shit. Yeah, I'm in the town. Niggas talking about that G, but now they come around. Can't even come around. Yeah, I'm up, nigga. Man, fuck all of these hoes, get the bucks, bitch. I'm a young rich nigga, I ain't tryna flex. You can tell I'm cold by the ice around my neck. Straight up, BBS, I charge you, boy, you wanna test. I don't get no shot up by the nigga or bitch. Boy, I love the life I live, cause a nigga keep it real. Nigga freshly hell, take that drip, but get your spill. I ain't love flip, getting pimped up by the hills. I'm a straight G-Do, getting paper like a miso. That's that South Coast stain if you tryna hang. You be the body bang, boy, we rap the same. Nigga try to talk, but we rap that murder game. Get your ass pop, ain't nothing to a G. All up, bitches wanna fuck, but hell no, I don't pay no fee. Bitches lead 2G, got that ice, I make it sneeze. All these niggas lame as hell, can't even come around me. Bitches South Coast, South Carolina, bitch, I'm styling, yeah.
Really, no demons get control of me. No money get the best of me. No bitches getting up over me. Don't want much nigga, I'm sucker free. That's the way it gotta be. These niggas chain, these bitches chain, y'all chain is soak me. For real, this brotherhood a weapon. And bitch, we carry weapons. Like a rob on nigga, ass won't even need a weapon. And you be well protected. And you be well respected. And if you got a problem, then your way better address it. You cross that line, we ain't show no mercy. Cross that line, you ain't gon' need surgery. You pull up and they get nervous. You ain't making no moves, you ain't got no purse. On UBK, so I ain't never worried. I'm putting the work, both of my hands dirty. For real, I learned from the OGs. I'm a young nigga, but I'm a certified priest. And I'm from Tennessee. And it's mandatory that I gotta keep my heat. You should play it safe, and we gon' play with keys. For real.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto Him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us.
All right, Shalom Israel. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out at 1 West at 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. Been established since 1969, and you're not affiliated with any free Israelite group, no Christians, you understand, no Muslims, nobody. All right, what we do in this school is teach the truth according to the Bible, that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. You understand? We are the home of the truth. And with that being said, man, we got a good class tonight.
This is the law classes. We teach every Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern time until. This is Chattanooga, Tennessee law classes, man. In this school, we teach these laws, these statutes, and commandments, all right? If you are a so-called Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, man or woman, it is mandatory that you follow these laws, these statutes, and commandments that God gave to you, all right? He didn't give these laws to anybody else. You understand? We have to follow them. It's not optional. All right. Nobody on this earth is teaching these laws to you except for the ISUPK. All right. Because nobody failed to do this, is why we in the conditions that we in to this day, which is why we teach these classes, man, every single week. So you'll know what to do and what not to do. You know what I mean? Knowing you're an Israelite is not enough. It requires you to do something too. It requires a certain way for you to live while being born an Israelite. And that's what we teach inside this school, man. All right. So as you can see, we got a good topic today. Our topic is how to not fail as a parent. All right. Before we get in class, man, I want y'all to bear with me. I'm a little under the weather. All right. So bear with me. We're still going to get it in. Get a good class in. You know what I mean? They ain't finna stop us. You got any questions? You can answer them in the chat. If I see them, I will answer your question. And we're going to just jump right into it. We're going to jump into parenthood. Right now, in 2024, we can all agree on that we are not being good parents. All right? We are failing as parents. And we've been failing as parents for a long time. You understand? I say this last class, when you look at the condition of the Black community, it all stems from the household. When I say the household, I mean that's when you were a child. You know, all that matters. When you look at a community, it goes back to the household every single time. So if your household isn't in line, that means you're not going to be in line. That means you probably going to be, have mental health issues. You're going to have certain problems that wasn't answered. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some things that's wrong with you because your household you grew up in wasn't in line. Things were wrong. That's what we gotta look into when we talking about bettering the Black and brown community. It all starts from the household. A lot of us are not understanding it. What's in the household? The new generation, the children. The children are the most important thing. If we're not talking about the kids, what are we doing? We're not going to be here forever. So when you leave, where is your inheritance going? To your children. Where are these laws getting passed down to? To your children. You got to make sure we're still building this kingdom. We can't build a kingdom without the children. Which is why it's so important to take the parenthood serious, man. Our kingdom is dependent on it. And we're not doing a good job at that, man. As a Black community, we're doing a terrible job as being parents. America cannot be your child's parent. You have to. And that's the problem. We've been letting America teach our children instead of we doing it by ourselves. We've been letting social media teach our children. TV shows teach our children. And etc. Putting tablets in their hands all day. Letting them watch TV all day. Not talking to them. Not, spending time with them. Not being there for them. Not supporting them. It's so many things, that we're doing wrong as a parent in the Black and brown community. The Lord tells you how to be a parent, man. You know what I mean? How to not fail your child, man. How to please the Most High. And we're not doing that. So this class is going to be, basically how to not fail as a parent. What should you do as a parent going forward? Like I said, man, you in a house, if you in a household in a certain community, you got 50 households in this small community. If half of those households don't, have a good structure, then your community might not be a good place to live. the community may not be a good place because the households you have in it are not following the structure given by the Most High. And that's how critical the household is when it comes to building the kingdom, building communities. The people living inside those communities, inside them households, have to be in line, man, or everything is going to fail. And that's why everything's been failing inside of our communities. Because the household, because the parents leading the household. You understand? That's why it's so important, man. This is a very important and critical class, man. So pay attention, all right? So the first scripture we're going to get is Exodus 22:16. Like I said, man, y'all bear with me. Got a little stuffy nose, a little cold, a little cough, but it is what it is, though. We good. We still can get this class in, all right? So the first scripture we're going to get is Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. So when the first thing you need to understand about marriage, you know what I mean? Because when you marry, you have children, right? You have a family. So the understand about even being a parent is what? How to find a parent, how to find a person that you want to have a baby with. That's the first thing you have to understand when you want to become a good parent. Because nowadays we're seeing that it matters who you have a child with. That matters. If you think that don't matter, something is terribly wrong with you. That matters the most. Who are you going to have that child with? All right, so be wise when you are picking, I'm going to say pick, when you are choosing a person that you want to have a baby with. And how do you do that? The scripture will tell you, all right? So Exodus chapter 22 and verse 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he should surely endow her to be his wife. All right, so if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, meaning that she's not dealing with nobody, all right, she's not courting nobody, she's not married, and etc. And it also says lie with her. What does lie with her mean? That is sex. When you say somebody lie down with somebody, that means you are having sex with somebody. You lay down with that man or woman. That's sex, all right? And what it says according to the Bible, marriage. It says he shall surely endow her to be his wife, meaning that is marriage according to the Bible, all right? This is the most important thing to take in consideration when you are, getting into a relationship. Because sex is marriage, meaning that whoever you lay down with is the person that you are with. It's the person you're going to have kids with, and etc. So take this serious, all right? We ain't going to get too much in depth to this because the class is not about this, but I just want to bring this out on, be sure to, be responsible and be accountable for who you lay with because this matters the most. All right, a lot of us are not responsible. A lot of us don't take no accountability for anything. We just sleeping with everybody we lust over. And that's why things are the way they are right now. All right, in America, sex is nothing but something you do. All right, that's it. It's a hobby. You have the porn. You have all these different things. OnlyFans. Sex it's becoming what's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word salaki, but according to the Bible, sex is marriage, man. It's a serious, serious, serious thing. In America, it's not serious. You know what I mean? Children are encouraged to have sex. You know what I mean? On every TV show, they're encouraging sex. The rap videos, the music, everything. And according to the Bible, this is really marriage. You know what I mean? We're sitting around playing with it, not taking it serious when it's been marriage the whole time. That piece of paper in the ring, you embrace so much. That's not marriage, man. That's not marriage. Sex is. So when you let a man go inside of you, it's letting you know you're telling the Most High that this is my husband now. That is your husband, meaning that he's going to be the father of your children. And to the man, that potentially may be the mother of your children. This is why it matters the most. Everybody want to complain about who they having kids by. You only can blame yourself because you are the person that has sex with this person. Blame yourself, man. Be accountable. That's why it's so important to bring courtship back in our communities. When you gonna meet with a woman or a man, get to know that person, man. Get to know him. Stop being so damn horny. Stop being so lustful. Control yourself. Because in the long run, you're gonna wish you waited. You're gonna wish you waited. And you're gonna hate yourself for not waiting. All right. So get to know that person, man. Don't ignore the red flags. Answer them questions. Ask them questions. Get to know who you're dealing with. Because it potentially might save you a lot of headache, a lot of money, a lot of drama. You know what I mean? And probably your damn life in some cases. You know, this is why this is so important, man. This is why I want to read the scripture first. You know who you dealing with before you get somebody pregnant or is having somebody else's baby. Because at that point, it's out of the Lord's hands. It's on you. You chose that woman. You chose that man. Make the right decision. All right. And ISBK, we have a 6-month rule, man. I suggest you get in ISBK to find your righteous brother or righteous sister. You know what I mean? Get yourself right together. You know, learn the laws according to marriage. Learn how to look for a certain woman, for a certain man. Stop going to everybody for looks and physical attractions, man. You know what I mean? Learn how to get into somebody's mind. Learn how they think, how they operate. What makes them mad? What makes them sad? What makes them happy? So they got past trauma to know about. You know what I mean? They have a good relationship with their father or mother. Does that bother them to this day? It's so many things to get into when you court with somebody. You have to really get to know somebody and read that person like a book, man. Read that person like a book. All right, you know what I mean? So let's drop this right here. Let's get 1 Corinthians 11:3. All right. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 3. And it reads, and this right here is the rank and order of the household. This is the structure of the household. So when you're building a household, when you're being a parent, this is something that everybody in the household has to know. You, the mother, and the children have to follow this rank and order, or your household will not be in the structure it needs to be in. All right, so let's read. But I would have you know that the head of every man is Christ, meaning what? Every man has to be following Christ. Christ taught the law. You know, Christ lived the law. He made the law make sense. You know what I mean? You know, he taught these laws, man, taught us. So we have to be doing what he's teaching. That's a law. You know what I mean? Dedicate your life to being like Christ. In Christian church, they say what? Nobody can be like Christ. Christ was a perfect man. Nobody can be perfect. In the Bible, it says, be ye perfect. You know what I mean? Christ said, be ye perfect. So strive to be just like Christ. And it's a reason why that is a law. That is the rank. Let's keep reading. And the head of the woman is the man. All right. It's your responsibility to lead your woman. That is the duty and a role that God gave to man, to lead your woman. How can you lead your woman if you're not following Christ? How? How you not? How, you know, Christ is giving you the tools to lead, man. He's giving you the instructions to lead. You're not using them. So how can you lead anybody where you're not using the strengths and the tools you were given to do so? You know what I mean? This is the structure of the household, and we have to follow it. And it said that in the head of Christ is God. So it's God, Christ, man, woman, children. You understand? And that's what it is. And because we haven't been following these laws, these statutes or commandments, it's why our community is the way it is. Like I said at the very beginning of that class, the very beginning, the community starts from the households inside of the community. You're raising up children. Those children are going to be grown and going to be adults. You know what I mean? It's up to you and how you raise them to determine the life they're going to live. All right? We're going to get into that. All right? But right here is the rank and order of the household. So a lot of women say, man, what the man I ain't listen to no man. A man can't tell me what to do, and etc. What God said otherwise. The Lord said otherwise. You know what I mean? Lord said otherwise. So, do what he says, man. This is a law. People don't understand that this is a law and ain't no changing it. You can't not do this and expect things to work out right. It ain't gonna never work right. You got to do what God says, man. You know what I mean? The Lord gave, that's a man God-given right to have. The Lord gave him the right to lead. So let him do what God is telling him to do. It's not up for debate. It's not optional. A man has to lead. You know what I mean? God gave man that role and responsibility. He has to do it, you know what I mean, and take it serious. And as you look today at our households, where is the man at? He's nowhere to be found. He's not there. And that's what I'm talking about right there. If you don't have a man somewhere in your child's life, uncle, brother, somewhere, if his father's not there, at least it's going to be a hard time for you. You know what I mean? As a mother, you can't really do much raising a little boy to be a man. It's gonna be a struggle for you, sis. If you don't have it, and his father's not around for any reason that wasn't your fault, particular. And this goes for any woman that's black and Hispanic at the end. Contact the IGBK immediately, because our boys are not seeing men. The boy has to see a man. You understand? He has to see a man. All right, Salaki, give me a second.
All right, this is Rooted Speech, man. We got Captain Tywar in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man, on Rooted Speech, man. I'll break it down right quick,
don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine. Big glow, I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the ceiling. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. Fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya, off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4-pound gun youngin' down like it's a cougar. On my feet, combat boots, or is it Puma? Words spreading around about me, none of it rumor. All truth, very big facts. Very large caliber on very small gaps. Compact pistols, ladders, and all that. About to throw the switch in the Nina for rapid fire. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot you. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat, not inside of my conglomerate. Wreck like King Konga. No Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm throughout pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring commas. Took all pressure, applied, and made diamonds.
All right, Salaki, we back. All right. So we go ahead and jump to the next scripture. We're gonna get let's get Salaki. Let's get Isaiah 52:11. Salakia 52 and 1. Verse 1. Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. All right, Isaiah chapter 52 and verse 1. And it reads, Awake, awake, put on thy strength, Zion. Put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, the holy city. For henceforth there shall no more come to thee the uncircumcised and the unclean. The Lord is telling us, man, to wake up and put our strength on, man. You understand? Wake up and put our strength on. Verse 2, shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Loose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion. You understand? Get those bands off your neck. Get the things that get you in prison off your neck. Get that thing that keeps you high off your neck. Get that demon that's on your neck from keeping you to join the ISUBK. The things that's keeping you from getting right. The things from keeping you from, getting your mental right. The thing that's keeping you from following these laws, these statutes and commandments. Shake that off for you, man. Shake all that off for you. Verse 3. For thus saith the Lord, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money. We sold ourselves for nothing. You understand? We sold ourselves for absolutely nothing. And we still alive till this day. To this day. There's so many things we've done to try to fix our community, and it's never worked. There's so many things we've done, man. We think going to the NBA, going to the NFL, we think becoming a rapper, becoming a singer, doing all these things is going to fix our community, going to make your life just better, whatever. It's not, man. Following the Lord, doing what he tells us to do, is going to change things around here. That's our only hope, man. And teaching your children that will change our communities. You got to understand, our children are the future. If things are going good right now, who's to say it won't change when you are gone? You know what I mean? Meaning that you got to teach these, you got to pass these things down to make sure it's still flowing for when you are not here no more. Which is why it's so important to take that parenthood serious, man. A lot of us are babying our kids, spoiling our kids, teaching our kids like they're our friends or something. Your child is not your friend. Your child is not a stranger. That's your child, man. That's who you brought into this world, man. So take parenthood seriously. And everything that's stopping you from doing otherwise, get that off of you. Look, man, children are very, 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 they pay attention, man. They pay attention to what you are doing. Even when you think they're not looking at you, they are looking at you. And they're seeing everything that you're doing, man. So move accordingly. Move accordingly. And teach your children right from wrong. Because if you don't, America will. America's going to do everything they can do to distract your child and bring your child down. It's your job to do otherwise, man. A lot of y'all letting these, you see the TV show. You see the LGBTQ they putting all these shows, man. See all the wickedness they put inside these baby shows and kids shows. You see it. It's your job to remove your child from this world spiritually. If you don't, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late, man. If you need counseling, ISBK will give it to you. Because you're going to have them demons as well. But at the end of the day, you got to understand that you are a parent 24/7. And you have children to raise, man. And our kingdom is dependent on that. All right? Let's get 1 John 2 and 3. All right, 1 John 2 and 3. And it reads, and hereby we know that we know him if we keep his commandments. This right here is the most important thing to teach your child to know the Most High for themselves. You understand? To know the Most High for themselves by teaching these laws, these statutes, and commandments. When you start actually doing this work, man, doing what God tells you what to do, you feel like an Israelite. You know what I mean? You live, you take pride in it. You know what I mean? No, I don't eat pork. No, I don't celebrate Christmas. You know, no, I don't celebrate Easter. You know what I mean? No, I don't commit crimes against my own. You know what I mean? Etc. You start doing these things, you start taking pride in your culture, man. When you start living it, you know, it's a feeling, it's a feeling I can't describe, man. And that same feeling will be inside of your children. By teaching them these laws, these statutes, and commandments. They're going to be born Israelites. They can't change that. But they also got to live as an Israelite. And it's your job to teach them that. Teach them how to live as an Israelite. So they will know God as well, man, for themselves. They'll know what to eat and what not to eat. They'll know to celebrate and not celebrate. No, I don't celebrate Christmas. I celebrate Passover. That's what I celebrate. Instill that to all your children so they'll know God as well, man. You know, don't just do it for yourself. You also have to teach your children as well. If you're not doing that, then what the hell are we doing? What we talking about? What we talking about? You know what I mean? What are we doing here? If we ain't going to teach the children, all this is for nothing. You know what I mean? You got to build. This is how you build a kingdom. By installing everything you're learning into the people you're raising up, your children. Nothing is more important than teaching your children to follow and love the Most High. You know, building a kingdom starts with the youth. It starts with the youth, man. You understand? And this is something we got to teach our children because nobody else will. They're not going to learn at church or at school. Definitely not at school, man. It's your duty, man. In the hell, it's looking like homeschooling is the right way to go in today's times. They go to school and they're learning even more corrupt stuff that ain't true. You know what I mean? Teach your children, man. And like this is IHBK. DPK stands for practical knowledge. You know what I mean? So also read to your children. Read to them. Study with them. Help them with their homework. Help them with math. You know. We ain't raising no, slow kids in here. You know, everybody's gonna be rich. Children be really smart. The ability to think for themselves, man. The ability to not get, angry, to not, let their emotions get the best of them. It's so many things you have to put inside your children. That's inside this Bible, man. And you have to do that if you want your child to have a good life, man. You know, if they're not following God, they won't have a good life. And as you look around, none of us is following the Most High in our communities, which is why the community looks the way it does, man. It all starts inside of your household. That's where it starts. Your life starts in that household as a child. If your childhood isn't good, when you grow up, your life might not be good. All right. So make sure you don't want that. You don't want that same thing from your child, man. You have the ability to change that. It's gonna be hard. Trust me, believe that. It's so many things. As soon as your child walk out the household, it's a million things telling him to not obey his father, to not obey his mother. So many things, man. For us goes well for your daughters too, especially your daughters. People telling your daughter, to not listen to a man, to dress like a whore, to judge a man by how much money he's making. You hear these songs, man. You see what's on social media. It's your job, man, look, to keep your child focused, man. You have to fight your child's demons every single day. It's not an easy test. That's why we must take it serious, all right? So 1 John 2 and 3, Follow these commandments, man. This is the, this what matters the most. All right, so let's drop this right here. Let's get Proverbs 22:6. Proverbs 22:6. All right, Salakia, y'all give me a second.
This one Westworld.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
They talk about man. Oh, go. Yo, it's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to dawn, right, get another legacy.
If you gotta do the shit, when I do it carefully. You can lose everything you own over jealousy. When I met her, I ain't never sweat her, I just let her breathe. See you down, keep my foot on you, that's not my pedigree. At your throat, I done took her over, I pray I never leave. I'm a different guy, you're surprised, tucked in my sleeve. Boy, you fucking stupid, soldier seat for some bloody beef. True nature, cut the conversation, better keep it brief.
It's about time, so no curses to our enemies. You can try to run where you going, it's your destiny. You gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy.
It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. It's about time, send them curses to them enemies. You can try to run where you going, this your destiny. Confusion gotta fall, never rise, that's the melody. What you get to witness, the beginning of a legacy. They don't wanna know, we tell them, they just won't believe.
All right, so this is Proverbs 22:6, and it reads, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. All right, teach your children early in age, teach them about the blessings from the Most High and also the curses. Teach them the good and also the bad. All right. They'll be influenced by everything else. So it's your job to be their biggest influencer. All right. Your child will be influenced by the whole entire world. So it's your job to be the biggest influencer. You can't help that. Your child's going to be on a school bus. Children are going to be doing stuff, saying things. Your child going to be surrounded by it. The child is going to be inside the world. That don't mean they got to be of the world. You understand? Which is why it's so important for you to talk to your kids. Talk to them. Speak to them. Speak life into them. Because they not going to get it sometimes. They going to come home like, man, I don't get it. I don't know why everybody's so obsessed with birthdays and holidays and Christmas and Valentine's Day, and why can't I do it? And all kind of stuff, man. You're gonna have days like that where they're gonna be it's gonna be too much for them. And you gotta bring them back into reality, man. It's your job. Teach them about the good, but also the bad too. Read to them Deuteronomy chapter 28. Talk about the blessings. It's not also the curses. One thing we ain't doing enough in our community is teaching our children discipline. Because as adults, we lack discipline because we weren't taught that either. Sometimes, man, look, spoiled children make horrible parents. You know what I mean? We got to stop spoiling our kids, man. I'm trying to, this whole gentle parenting stuff, Look, the Lord tells you how to be a good parent, man. You know what I mean? Teach your child, man, these laws, these statutes, and commandments, because that's what all that matters. When they step out into that world, they're not being taught that. They're being taught otherwise. They're being taught to not do the things that you told them. So you got to make sure, man, you are very firm on what, we're doing as a parent, man. And to what, again, be their biggest influence, because look, they're going to be influenced by their friends, by their teacher, by these movies, by these TV shows, by social media, by everything they're looking at when they're not with you. While you at work, while you're doing something else. So it's going to be times when they're on. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure, man, that you take this parenthood serious, man. Train up a child that he should go when he is old. He will not depart from it, man. If you are raising your son to be a warrior, when he is older, he's going to be a warrior. You know what I mean? He's going to teach his son the same. The list goes on. That's how you build a kingdom. You keep doing the same thing over and over again, and you will have a kingdom, man. You do otherwise, when your son is older, he's not going to be a warrior. Your daughter won't be a righteous sister, a princess. She grew up to be a whore because you weren't doing what you were doing as a father or a mother. Like I said, kids, they look, man, they pay attention. So when you as a father or a mother, when you as a mother is dressing a certain way, treating her father a certain way, she's looking at that. She's paying attention. And when she grows older, she's going to think that's okay too. And fail to realize that, hey, that was the wrong way. And now she's going to be just like her mother. No man. Kids running around everywhere. No father in the house, etc. You know what I mean? We're looking at community now. We see the man is nowhere to be found. Because that's an agenda that America put inside our woman's head. America Sanger, she wanted the man out the household. Because they know this. Other nations know the man has to be inside of the house. You know what I mean? Look at the research, man. Statistics show this. When a man is in the house, you get the same exact children as if they was in the house without a woman. And that's just facts. Because most men put discipline and structure into these children's life. When you was a child, man, look, your mother tell you something, you'll listen, whatever. But when your father told you, you did it. It wasn't no back and forth. Your father put fear in your heart. And that's why he is needed inside the household. Discipline. You know what I mean? And that's why you got to have both inside the household, man. And we're not having that no more. And we wonder why our community is the way that it is. We wonder why we keep having these podcasts talking about 50-50, talking about this and this and that, because this started as we were children. And now we are grown adults and we are victims of broken households. We're all victims of broken households, man. You understand? All right, let's drop this right here. Let's get Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 24. All right, this is Proverbs chapter 13 and verse 24, and it reads, He that spareth his rod hated his son, but he that loved him chastised him betimes. All right, so what does this mean? The rod isn't always a beating. All right, the rod isn't always a belt, man. That's another problem that we have in our community. We think the only way to solve something, teach our children right from wrong is beating them half to death. You know, whether it's with your hands. I mean, I done seen so many things that we have done to our children to get a point across, not knowing that we are actually abusing our children to get that point across, to where they don't even know this is wrong. They just know they do this, they're gonna get, you know, beat up to the word, the point that they're scared of you. You know, you don't want your children to be, you know, scared of you to where the point they don't even want to talk to you about anything. They're scared to come to you about stuff. You know what I mean? You don't want that, man. So when it says that ride isn't always talking about a beating. That ride is also guidance, man. You know, the greatest love of everything is correction. There's no greater love than correction. And I'm going to tell you why. You know what I mean? Your child is not your pal. You know, your child is not your friend, your homie. That ain't what your child is, man. Our president tricked us. You know what I mean? They tricked us into that gentle parenting stuff, that soft parenting, whatever the hell they want to call it, man. You know, so I ain't saying don't whoop your kids at all, but correct your children, man. Correct them. It's so many different things you can do. Hell, you know, I used to do push-ups. I get in trouble. I used to get on the wall, do squats, and have books in my hands. You know what I mean? It's so many different things you can do without, you know, literally beating your children half to death. To teach them something. You know what I mean? And one thing I was told from a very righteous man above me, you know, don't be emotional when you're teaching your kids right from wrong. When you correct them, don't never be emotional. Because what you'll do is allow yourself to go overboard. A lot of us do this. You know, it's in the world, of course. Go overboard when it's time to correct your child, and you done end up hurting your damn kid. Don't do that, man. Don't be emotional. You know, when your child messes up, man, talk to him. Hey, man, you know what you did, right? Yeah, I know what I did. Yeah, you ain't supposed to do that. You know, God said this. You got to do this, son. You know, you can't act out and be so emotional because now you done hurt somebody because you were so emotional. You know, you got to talk to your child. Talk to your son. Talk to your daughter. And explain to them what they did and why it was so wrong. Instead of lashing out, going crazy, and beating them half to death. That's the wrong way to do it. You know, don't beat your kids just because they won't learn. The whole point of a punishment, I would say, the whole point of correction is for them to learn afterwards. That's the whole point of a correction, for them to learn afterwards. And I'm gonna say this is the biggest thing where you mess up as parents in a Black community. Correction. We have to start correcting our children and discipline them. You know what I mean? You see kids listening to Sexy Red, dancing to it. You see kids wanting to be like these rappers, you know, toting guns, and you got to put an end to all that, man. You got to stop that. You know, that's your fault. You know what I mean? The first time you see something going wrong with your child, you got to check it right there. Check it right then and there. Don't wait. But it's always a way you do things, man. And lashing out, being emotional, is beating your kid for the hell of it. It's not the right way to go about it. You know what I mean? If you love your child, you're going to chastise him sometimes. You're going to do it sometimes. That's what love is. You know what I mean? Giving a child freedom is neglection. Letting your child do whatever he want to do or she want to do is neglection. A lot of kids need that correction, man. That's why a lot of kids grow up to where they are, to where they doing whatever the hell they want. And they done made so many mistakes that was never corrected. Now they on drugs. Now they prostitutes. Now they gangbangers. Now they do all this certain stuff, man. Because they was never raised the right way. They was never told no. You got to tell your child no. No, you can't do that. No, you can't do this. No, you can't do this. And also tell them why you can't do it. You can't do this because this and this and this. You can't do that because this and this and this. You know what I mean? You actually got to communicate with your children. It's a very serious test. It's not a joke, man. So take this serious, all right? Salaki, I know I'm sniffing like I know I'm sniffing it up, man. Salaki, man. I'm a little under the weather. Y'all just bear with me, all right? We almost done with the class. Gonna get a couple more scriptures in. We're gonna drop this and get Isaiah 1:17. 1:17. Salaki. All right, Isaiah 1:17, and it reads, learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. All right, so what is this saying, man? This is saying the widow and the fatherless child needs to be protected also. All right, the widow and the childless needs to be protected also. It's a lot. All right. It's a lot of women who knows they're not equipped to being, to not equipped to protecting and guiding their children. You know what I mean? So as man, this is also on us. Imagine like when we say just because a woman has children and a father not around does not mean she does not deserve to be protected. That's crazy. You know what I mean? Learn to do well, seek judgment, relieve the oppressed, judge the fatherless, plead for the widow. You know what I mean? Every child needs correction. Every child needs leadership. They have to see man. You have to. A daughter has to see a man somewhere in her life. She's not going to know what man to marry. She's not. If all she sees is a mother, who's being a whore, you know what I mean, or who's struggling by herself, she doesn't know what man to go look for. For somebody to lead her when she get older. This is why this is so important, man. You understand? We got to correct a child at any moment. A lot of, man, this is something that, a lot of black households do. Like, you can't, it's like when a child gets around you, that's not your specific, that's not your child. Like, you're not the father, mother of this child. You can't say anything to him. That's crazy. That's nonsense. If you see a child around you doing something wrong, correct that child at that very moment. Because A, they might not be learning this from home, or B, you might have saved them for something at that very moment you didn't know about. Correct every child at that exact moment, man. You know what I mean? All right. So let's drop this right here. Let's get Zechariah chapter 7 and verse 9. Zechariah 7 and verse 9, it reads, thus speak the Lord of hosts, saying, execute true judgment and show mercy and compassion every man to his brother. The Most High wants us to be truthful in any, under any circumstances. You understand? And no matter of the circumstances, I also show mercy while you do it. You understand? Also show compassion. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Remember, you're in a school. You know what I mean? Don't be out here provoking people. You understand? Show mercy to everybody. Don't be out here, you know what I'm saying? Because your child will also look at this too. Your child will see how you also treat other people. You know, how do you go about treating the people you love and etc.? The child is looking at every single thing that you do. And oppress not the widow, nor the fatherless, nor the stranger, nor the poor. And let none of you imagine evil against his brother in your heart. You know what I mean? Don't be planning to hurt or embarrass anybody, all right? You see these other fake Israelite groups going crazy on every single body. We don't do that in here, man. We don't do that in here. You know what I'm saying? Do not plan or image any evil against any brother inside your mind, man. You know, Zephaniah 2:1 says, you know, let's get there right quick. You know, nation not desired, you know. So like Zephaniah. It says, gather yourselves together, ye gather together, O nation not desired. You understand? It's going to take a community to build a community up. You know, meaning you see Tyrone's son over here selling drugs. Tell him, hey, man, your daddy won't want you doing this on the corner, man. Going to get out the block, man. Going to go back home, etc. We have to move as a family to build this kingdom. We got to stop being so selfish, man. You know what I mean? You coming to the IHBK, your children are our children too. Meaning, if somebody see your child doing something crazy, somebody gonna say something. And that's important, man. We need that in our communities. We need that as a people, man. You know what I mean? To move accordingly and stop being so evil towards another, you know, and start being accountable for what we do and we don't do. Start correcting one another. Stop looking at people that you love and continue to let them destroy themselves. Say something to them. Say something to that child that's doing wrong, man. Don't keep letting it happen. Children are not your friends, man. I'm gonna say that one more time. Your child, your niece, your cousin, they're not your friends, man. Correct them if they need correction. All right. So, like it. Let's get out of Hebrews chapter 12. Parenting is about preparing your child for the real world, man. That's what it's about. Preparing your child for the real world. Giving them all the tools they need to walk out here in the real world, man. To be able to figure out stuff on their own. And when they can't, teach them what to do or who to go to when they can't. You know what I mean? It's real out here. You know, we are literally failing our children by not giving them the tools they need to grow. You know, and that's what I mean, man. This is how to not fail as a child, man. Teach your children these laws, these statutes, and commandments, man. And correct your children. And those two things will allow you to teach your children, you know what I mean? You know, to raise them the right way to where they won't depart from them. All right, so this is Hebrews 12:5, and it reads, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaking unto us, as unto children, my son, despise not thou the chastening, Salaki, of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. So what is this saying? Don't despise being checked when you are wrong. All right, a checking is a good thing, man. A checking brings you back to reality. A checking, when you getting checked, that demon that makes you do what you did is getting checked also. Not just you. Whatever that made you do wrong with your mind, when you get checked, that demon is getting checked too. It's a reality check, man. You know what I mean? And we all need them. Who wouldn't want them? When you doing wrong, you should want somebody to tell you that you're doing wrong. Hey, man, you tripping, man. Hey, don't do that. Yeah, that ain't you. You know what I mean? You want somebody telling you this, man. Which is why it's so important for us to do this towards our children. All right? If that's your children, you will check them, man. You will correct them. And not just for children, for anybody. You know what I mean? You need people around you who's willing to correct you when you are wrong. Verse 6, for whom the Lord loveth, he chastiseth and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. You understand? As a father that loves you, he will punish you. You understand? And that's what we got to understand. A lot of us go through all these crazy things in the world, not knowing that it's the Most High putting these things on us. So you got to read these curses, man. When you got children, go to Deuteronomy 28 and read the blessings. Then read the curses and show them that things you do wrong, the Lord will give you consequences for them, but also reward you when you do things that's right, man. When you have children, correct them, yes. Teach them, tell them what was wrong, what they did, but also reward them when they do the right thing too. A lot of us don't do this, as parents, man. When your child is doing something crazy, insane, don't just whoop them. Don't just whip them and tell them to go in their room and don't come out and all that crazy stuff. Listen, man, talk to your kids, man. Talk to them. You know what I mean? And that rod we read about in the Proverbs isn't always a belt, man. It isn't always, a physical thing. That belt, that rod is discipline. You know what I mean? It's discipline. It's also correction. And if the Lord says who he loves, he also is going to correct, man. He's going to put you through something. You're going to go through something. It's going to be trials and tribulations in your life you're going to go through. The Lord is going to test you, man. He tests who he loves. And that's why we, the children of Israel, go through what we go through. All right? And when we finally get it right, you know what I'm saying? This burden will be off of us, man. It took me a long time to understand that Lord was putting me through all this stuff when I was out here sinning, when I was out here doing, etc. You know what I mean? And we all need that. A neglection, giving your child freedom. And once again, it's nothing but neglection. It's neglection. And that's what we're being taught to do. America is teaching us to hold your child hand and be friends with your child and let them do whatever the hell they want to do. According to the Bible, that's a no-go, man. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, man. We gotta understand, man, the youth is how we, building the youth is how we gonna build our kingdom. If we neglecting the youth, what the hell are we doing this for? This is all for nothing. If we ignoring our children, this is all for nothing. You ain't gonna be here all the time. You're not gonna be here. Your child will be grown. So you got to make sure your child is ready for the real world, man. It's not going to be hugs and kisses all the time. You know what I mean? Somebody ain't going to be here to always hold your hand all the time. You got to make sure your children is ready for the real world, man. You got to make sure your daughter knows how to find a good husband, man, for when you're not around. If you're not around that time. You got to make sure your son knows who to marry, who to have kids with, etc. You got to make sure your son is capable of leading a family. Make sure your daughter is capable of being a good wife. Why does that matter? So they will have children. So they'll do the same thing that you did to them. And that's how you build a kingdom, man. That's where it starts. It starts in your household. You want to know why communities are so messed up? Because our households inside that community are messed up, man. It's a ranking order. 1 Corinthians 11:3. We read it earlier. The Lord, Christ, man, woman, children. That's where it starts, man. If that structure is not inside your household will not succeed, man. And look at our households. The father ain't there. The woman's the mother's there. She ain't leading the children. You know what I mean? She's getting child support, etc. I can go on and on and on about this, but that is why communities are the way they are. This is very important, man. It all starts where you were born. It all starts where you grew up, man. Your childhood will affect you for the rest of your damn life. I'm telling you right now. Your childhood is going to affect you for the rest of your life. All right? So if you don't want that for your child, man, look, come into the IHBK, learn these laws, these statutes, and commandments. Get the tools you need to teach your children. You understand? To lead your family. Because when you're gone, that is going to want to determine on where your inheritance is going to go. So where your bloodline is going to go. All right? Let's get Salaki, y'all. Let's get 1 John 5:3. 1 John 5:3. All right, this is 1 John chapter 5 and verse 3, and it reads, "For this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous, man. His commandments are not hard." So when you got to teach your child that these commandments are what love is. The definition of love is keeping God's commandments. All right? And you also got to live this way. Can't tell your child to don't smoke and don't do this, and you're doing it. And I couldn't stand this as a child, man. Your mother and father telling you don't do something, and they do it. You know, so don't be a hypocrite when you're a parent, man. Stand on this. Everything you're saying to do, your child is looking at you when you're doing it. They're paying attention. So don't be hypocritical, man. It's going to be very hard for your child to believe you, and you're doing the same thing you're telling them not to do. That's very hypocritical, man. You know what I'm saying? So stand on what you're telling them. Stand on it. Show them. You know, be that example for them. You know what I mean? Don't lie. Don't be a liar. They're going to do the same thing that you're doing. You're going to wonder why they like this. Why are you like this? It's because of you. Teach them that love is not a feeling. Love ain't no feeling. Love is something that you do, man. It's a doing. And proving the God that you love him is doing what he says, man. You understand? So we're going to end it at that. This is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General Yohana. And with that, shalom.
Israel, the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under commanding General Yohana, presents the Lord's 55th annual Passover. That's right, the Lord's 55th annual Passover is rapidly approaching. Commanding General Yohana is calling for all blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans to remember what the Lord did for us by saving us from our oppressors and choosing us to be a special people unto him, the real Jews and Israelites. Passover will be held in Durham, North Carolina. Pay your Passover fee. Anyone 17 years of age or older must pay $200. Come and enjoy fresh lamb, unleavened bread, and the Spirit of Christ. Can't wait to see you all there, Israel. Shalom.
Cabins on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war.